That is your 2 p.m. today. Have the umbrella handy, again, just in case. All right, so as we move ahead into the later afternoon hours, can't rule out that isolated pop-up, but look at the mess out west. When is that going to get here? So this is at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and now we're at 7 o'clock, and that's looks like when things start to ramp up. So Keith Hennessy was asking a little bit earlier, we got Bats tickets, what's it looking like? So you're gonna have to cross your fingers, get real lucky, because this is our more widespread chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. Here is 8 p.m. Now, could we have some places dodge it? Perhaps. Right now, it's showing the heaviest rain along and south of I-64. There might be some small hail, but the atmosphere is getting pretty warm, so a lot of it will be melting before it hits the ground. The main issue here with the slight risk of severe storms today is some isolated damaging wind gusts. So some straight line winds will be possible. It would be a very low threat of a tornado because there's not much wind shear in the atmosphere. So we're getting closer to kind of a summertime pattern where there's not a lot of wind out there, but we do have the energy for the storms to pop up due to just the mugginess out there. All right, so back to the full screen mode we go. This is 8 o'clock this evening. Here's 9 o'clock. So we're just going to have scattered showers and thunderstorms through sunset. And after sunset, notice that chance of rain continues. This here is at midnight tonight. And so if you have some Friday night plans, could be a bit of a soaker for many of us. And here's at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm going to, let's go ahead and pull up the NAM 3 kilometer. Those are the two highest resolution weather models. And then we're going to kind of compare and contrast. So this is the NAM 3 kilometer right now. Let's see how it initializes. It has a little bit of that activity out towards the west, towards Evansville, and then it also has, it's doing a good job picking up on the bigger batch of storms out in southwestern Missouri and into Arkansas. So let's see what it says for us as we look ahead here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to early afternoon at around 2 o'clock. And there you can see it's given us some isolated pop-up showers and storms as well. It's kind of like yesterday. There were some pop-up storms, but a lot of people dodged it. I mean, if you didn't get the rain yesterday, you're like, well, today's dry. But if you got caught under it, you got a good downpour. So this is at 4 o'clock today. So again, some isolated downpours through the afternoon ahead of the main cluster, we'll call it. So this is at 4 p.m. Remember the high resolution rapid refresh weather model had around 7 p.m. that rain moving in. So let's see what the NAM does. This is at 5 o'clock. And then this here is at 6 o'clock, and then pretty similar timing. This is around 7. Has that rain. It has it a bit heavier, again, along and south of 64. So that trend is the same on both. That's interesting. So this is at 8 o'clock. Notice southern Indiana, the rain not looking as heavy, and north of 64. And then south, basically Metro Louisville south is where you get some of the more tropical downpours in those areas there. So that is as we head towards sunset, or even a little bit before sunset. Let's say like 6, 7, 8 o'clock. That's when our shower and thunderstorm chances begin to ramp up across the area. That's your 8 p.m. time frame. Let's go into later in the nighttime. This is 10 p.m. now after sunset, and we still have some areas of showers and some thunderstorms around into the late night hours. This is 11 p.m. Stationary front over the area. Energy riding along it, so that is what's giving us this round of some showers and thunderstorms. And then there you can see that activity continues into the late night hours. Now I'm going to bump this ahead to sunrise tomorrow morning. This is around 7 a.m. So there could be a lingering shower early tomorrow, but most of it's starting to move off to the east. This is going to give us a break It looks like mainly dry window through most of the daytime tomorrow. So tomorrow not going to be a washout for your Saturday, but like today, as we head towards evening time Saturday, that looks like when we'll have the chance of some storms ramping back up across the area. Let's get back to it. So this is at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm going to jump this ahead to the afternoon for your Saturday, and it shows again a big window of dry time. But also look west. Some more energy riding along that stationary front our direction. So there we go as we head toward the evening time. This one doesn't look like it'll have quite as much of a punch as the activity that we have moving in today will. But this is at 6 p.m. Saturday. So very similar timing with the rain today and tomorrow. This is at 7 p.m. And this here is at 8 o'clock. So another chance of rain tomorrow toward evening time. We'll go a little bit later into the night. This is at 10 p.m. Saturday and then 11 o'clock. So now we're going to have to get into just a little bit longer range weather model. I want to take you into your Sunday morning. So notice the rain is starting to move off to the east and south Sunday morning. There could be maybe a lingering shower early, but most of our Sunday is looking dry. That is Sunday at 5 p.m. However, as we head into our Monday, this is going to be June the 9th, there's a chance for some scattered showers as we have this trough moving through. I'm giving it about a 40% chance of rain for Monday. But beyond Monday, things are looking drier and drier. So I'm expecting a lot of dry time for next week. Let me bring up the Storm Prediction Center's severe weather outlook for today and tomorrow. So this is today's severe weather outlook. And much of our area is in the yellow. And so, I mean, some people make a lot of jokes about the Storm Prediction Center's outlooks. Sometimes they look like avocados. Sometimes they look like private parts. I'm not going to make any jokes here, but this is the severe weather outlook for today from the Storm Prediction Center, a division of the National Weather Service. All right, we're going to zoom in here. All right, southern Indiana into Kentucky, level 2 out of 5 of the severe weather risk categories. So overall low threat of severe weather, but there is the risk for a few strong to severe thunderstorms, especially along and south of I-64. That goes along with the high-resolution weather model data that we were looking at. As we look at the probability of wind, that is the main issue here. I would say that hail is probably going to be a lot less. The hail threat is farther out west over the Great Plains, where they have more energy for severe weather. And so we go to day 2 now. And the probability of tornado, 2%, especially west of I-65. So low threat of a tornado. And let's go to day 2, severe weather risk. That severe weather risk shifts a little farther off to the south over southern Kentucky, down into Tennessee. It's a big slight risk of severe storms for tomorrow, covering much of the deep south and the southeastern United States. So just some active weather over much of the region. All right, continuing to move ahead here on our Ben at 10 on this Friday morning as we come up to almost